Good morning, y'all. Happy Sunday. It's October 5th. This is the start of day one, week one of life with an indie author. It is Sunday. My to-do list is actually kind of low-key today, besides the fact of moving things and trying to get used to what it's like to be filming again. It's been a while for me to film this sort of content versus like what I've been doing for the last 2 years. So let's go ahead and take a look at my calendar real quick. Alright, so scheduled for today, I have to get some candle stuff done, update Etsy for mine and my sister's Etsy shop, clean my room. I want to do something artsy for an hour or two that's not geared toward any of my money-making avenues, and then my author shit for the day. So I know that's pretty nondescript where I said author shit, but I actually have a second calendar that is only for my author stuff. I actually use Notion to track everything for my author journey, so I have each of my books broken down into like a separate Notion. I think they're called pages or something like that, or like calendars or something, but I've got one for each of my books, and then I have a content calendar that I share with my PA who helps keep me on track. I'm actually looking at my Notion right now. I don't have an actual to-do list for today, but my to-do list for yesterday I didn't finish. I want to create, bulk create some graphics and content ideas and try and get them scheduled. I need to start working on my Kickstarter stuff. I need to reach out to a Facebook group that I'm a part of to see about scheduling a group takeover right before the Stuff Your Kindle event that I'm in at the end of the month. Sunday's supposed to be a pretty chill day, so I'm just gonna start the day with streaming, and then we'll see where I go from there. Hey, hi, hello. Welcome to KICKSTARTER Gaming. Welcome if you are new. You can call me KK, and welcome back to Sim Sunday. The abandoned summer camp, that's what we were working on. I did work on a little bit of it off camera, so we'll see how much we can get done today. I'm hoping to finish it today because I don't want to stay on stream too long today because I do have a whole bunch of stuff. I streamed for like 3 hours. I didn't mean to, but I was trying to finish the build I was working on. It didn't work. I'm still building. I'm going to show you guys real quick what I've been working on. So on top of being an author, I am also a cozy game content creator. I focus mainly on like The Sims and DLV, and since it is spooky season, I have been doing a spooky season build. So this is what we have been working on. This is a 64 by 64 lot. I have put in about 12 to 13 hours on this so far, and I am not done. Okay, so I still need to write at some point today and work on scheduling content for at least the next week, maybe the remainder of the month, because I've got a couple of big events going on every weekend past this weekend for either author signings or for my candle shop. So my to-do list, I need to go pour another batch of candles and clean my room. It's not that messy. I might do that at the end of the night though, and do an art project for like 1 to 2 hours. I may or may not, just depending on what I've got going on today, I may or may not count working on The Sims today as my art project. But yeah, I'm gonna check back in with you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna check in with the family, see what they want to do, see what their game plan is, so that we can all kind of be on the same page. But I got a lot I gotta get done today, and none of it is writing. Alright y'all, so I have gotten quite a bit done today. According to this list, I only got candles done. But I also did the dishes, which you guys saw, and I streamed, which wasn't on my list because I just stream when I can at this point. I cleaned my bathroom, I did the dishes, I streamed, and it's like almost 3. I have no idea where the day went. I have been taking little spare breaks here and there to play DLV just because there's that Star Path thing going on, but I think I'm going to take my 1 to 2 hour art break, which is where I'm like no computer. I can like watch YouTube or listen to my audiobook, but do like some hands-on physical art. So if I do an hour, that'll put me at 4, and then I'll possibly go start dinner around like 4 or 5, make sure kids get showers, all that fun stuff, and then at the end of the day I'm gonna end my day with maybe like an hour or 2 of writing. But this is day 1, life of a chronically ill mama 4 indie author. It's not always writing, and my vlogs aren't always going to be like me writing and stuff. We're gonna see how doing this weekly goes. If I don't do weekly, maybe I'll do daily. I don't know. I don't really have many things that go on during the week, so we'll see. But for now, I'm gonna go get some art done. I'm gonna put the camera down. I'm going to set a focus timer on my phone, and I will be back in about an hour or so. Good morning, y'all. Happy Monday. So I didn't finish the vlog from yesterday. I did end up doing my art for about an hour-ish, but then I spent the rest of the night on the phone with my partner. Yeah, and then I made dinner and went to bed at like 6:30. My ADHD meds were wearing off, so I was just getting really tired. It's a new day. It's the start of like an actual work week. Some work stuff that I got, or author stuff that I got done yesterday that I didn't show you guys, is that I emailed my chapter by chapter reader. So if you guys don't know what that is, a chapter by chapter reader, it's kind of like your alpha readers, like so your first pass through typically on like a draft 0, sometimes on a draft 1. I'm having chapter by chapter readers read stuff on draft 0, so they're gonna get 4 chapters a week. As of right now, they have about 5 weeks worth of content. Their first set of chapters comes out today, so I've got like 5 weeks from today before they have read everything I have written. I still have more to write, so there will be more things for them to read, because I think I'm only at like 53 or 54,000 words. Currently, I'm thinking this book at a minimum is going to be about 70,000. The Fifth Lock, which was my first book, was like 62.3 thousand words, and that's still on like the relatively low end for thrillers. It was like almost a 200-page book when the book was like 6x9. I feel like it would have been longer per se if I did like the 5x7. For whatever reason, I thought traditional trad books were 6x9. They're not. They're like 5 by something. But all my books now are going to be 6x9 because I can't do the books that aren't the same size throughout a series. And I could technically republish the Fifth Lock in a smaller book format, like shorter book, but I don't want to, because then I also have to repay my cover artist to fix the cover so that it fits the specifications that I need. So we're just gonna go with 6x9 for like my entire collection. I did that, and then I also emailed my CBC readers just to let them know, hey, make sure you're in the Discord. I do have an author Discord. It is linked down below for you guys. Anybody can join the author Discord. Only the CBC readers get like the CBC side. I'm so excited for today. I know it's weird. It's Monday. Most people hate Mondays. As you can tell, I have like a teacher-esque background. I tutor as my day job. I actually don't have any classes today. My classes are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for right now, but I do have some stuff that I need to get done today on top of my author stuff. So let's take a look at that to-do list. So here is my to-do list for today. So I have author shit. This will basically be on like every day, and then I'll show you guys my Notion. I need to keep working on candles. I need to do some lesson plans, edit my Sims camp that I was working on yesterday, and then I need to call the garage people because our frame is bent. I also need to put on there to clean my room because I didn't do it yesterday. Looking at my to-do list from yesterday, my room and my desk area need to get cleaned. I really wanted to have my desk area cleaned off before today because Monday is the start of the work week, but obviously that didn't happen. So today for my author stuff, I need to still create content and schedule over the week, especially for this weekend because I will not be here this weekend. I also still need to contact the Facebook group for my SYK takeover, work on Kickstarter graphics, write 3,000 words today.
And I think my nail's about to pop off.
We're gonna start real simple today because I do have to pick up my kiddo's best friend in about 2 hours. I'm gonna work on my Sims build while I wait. That way I'm not too deep into much of anything. I could, I guess, in theory, write for 2 hours, but I think I would rather just build and get that out of the way and then start working on editing my video. That way I can keep coming back to it and not realistically lose my train of thought when I have to get ready for or get the kids ready. So. Kids are at school. I edited a little bit of my Sims video. Y'all, editing takes forever, but I have to get these lesson plans done for work. I do still, at least at some point today, not want to, I have to work on author stuff. I did my social media post, which is go me. I'm trying to get so much better about doing social media. I suck at social media posts and I always will. Trying to market myself, I'm just bad. I'm bad at it. But that's why I have a PA. And my PA is fantastic and she's like, hey bitch, get your shit done. According to my list, I need to work on candles. I started working on them this morning. I need to print labels and then start a whole new batch. I need to call in my kids' meds and then just author stuff and then I can focus on writing. But it is currently 9:20 in the morning. I've got way too much stuff I gotta get done before the kids get home at 3. I am still at my computer. I have been working.
Hot patches.
I have been working on this abandoned campground Sims video since my last clip. I did my work and I think I started editing maybe at like 10 o'clock. It's now almost 3. I finished my timeline though because I said I wanted to finish before 3, but I have not left this chair except to go to the bathroom and now I gotta go pick up my kids. Ma'am. What are you doing?
And now my roommate's cat's yelling at me.
But I finished editing my video, I'm exporting it now, and I did it all before 3 o'clock, which is when I said I needed to get my kids. I still have not written a damn thing. Nothing. I may or may not write today. I'm hoping I do, but I need to go to the gym. I've got some things that I'm dealing with. I also have a lupus flare popping up, which is fun. It's fun today. Hi. Hi guys, happy Tuesday. Got a cat in the way, so sorry about the lighting. It's currently 4:30 in the morning. I'm getting ready for work. Like I said in my last clip, I basically went to bed right after I got the kids. I cooked dinner and then I went to bed, or attempted to go to bed. I ended up not falling asleep until well after midnight. And then got up 3 times between midnight and now. So I'm running on very little sleep. But today I have a couple of classes I need to teach. I have not a completely extensive to-do list to do today. I did get that video edited yesterday, which was like the longest part that took me away from my to-do list. I gotta work on some candles today and then write after work, and like that's basically all I'm doing. I do need to process some of my chickens and that's it. So I'm gonna spend a majority of the day on my computer again between working and then writing.
I have to catch up from yesterday.
Okay, so I've had my 2 classes for the morning. I have 2 more classes this afternoon, early morning. It's like afternoon where my kids are, but it'll be early morning for me. I've got a class at 10:15 and 11 my time. What I'm gonna do, because I have to leave in like 30-ish minutes to go get my middle child's best friend to pick him up for school, I'm gonna work on my lesson plans so that when I come home, I can just work on my author shit and actually write for the like 2 hours that I have after I drop them off at school. I need to get author stuff done today. I also want to work on social media, but I think I'm gonna work on social media while my kid's friend is here because he gets on my computer while my kids do their chores. So we're gonna work on that. First things first, I gotta work on my lesson plans for tomorrow. I'm excited. New group of kids for tutoring. They're so sweet. Not excited that like I'm exhausted. A lot of that is just I didn't sleep again last night. Sleeping has been very hard for the last couple of nights with me just starting Adderall because my ADHD is really, really bad. Like it's bad at the point like it was affecting my work performance, including my writing performance. Since starting the Adderall, I wrote over 12,000 words last week, you guys. That's unfortunately coming at the cost of me sleeping, but it's fine. I'll figure it out. It's fine. It's fine. This is fine. No, I know that. Well, no, I know that. Because you're at work, so I get you a few hours a day. Kids are at school. I did not do what I said I was going to do. I got maybe half of one of my lesson plans done, but it's for tomorrow, so it's fine. I can also do it later. I worked on my social media post, but I only did like one spot of where I needed to post it. I still have to post it to YouTube Shorts. Partner said I had to get breakfast because I didn't eat yesterday. I ended up getting Jack in the Box for breakfast. I'm looking at my food now. I'm honestly not even hungry. I know that's medication and I have to eat, but I also don't want to. I am gonna kind of crash out for a little bit and play some DLV before getting back to work. I've been having a really hard couple of days. I need to make my brain find other brain things. We're gonna go chase the dopamine with some video games before work, before my last 2 classes of the day. And then I'm gonna write after that. I don't know what time my friend is coming to process birds. That's probably gonna be after work. But at least for now, I'm gonna chase a dopamine hit with some DLV and hang out in video games until it's time for work.
I don't feel like she should be liking any
Good morning. Ooh, what is with this harsh shadow? Good morning, you guys. It's like 4 something. 4:11. It's 4:11 on Wednesday morning, so happy Wednesday. I am getting ready to log into work. I have meetings this morning, and then I have my normal tutoring classes. I, again, did not write yesterday. I did, however, in the chapter by chapter Discord channel, talk a little bit with my Alpha Draft 0 chapter readers about a huge plot hole that they found that I forgot to remove. So they don't know the actual plot hole, like they just started seeing the beginnings of this plot hole because everyone's asking these questions like, oh, well, like what's gonna happen with this and what's gonna happen with this, and I'm like, ah, I forgot. I forgot to take that part out. Oops. Yeah, I have to go edit that today. I do plan on writing today. I really have to write. I am about 6,000 words behind right now because I've been trying to at least write about 3,000 words a day. So if we count today, I'm like 9,000 words. I'm not going to be able to write 9,000 words today. I might be able to push out maybe 3,000. I guess really it all depends on what I do in between dropping my kids off at school and my last 2 classes of the day. We're just going to have to see what's going on. So I'm going to get set up for work and I'll probably check back in when I go to the local deli like I tried to on Monday and pick up my bagel for breakfast and then come home and work. I'm gonna get everything set up, keep my camera off because we're not supposed to have recordings of anything that goes on at work. So I will catch you guys. So I finished my first 2 classes of the day. I'm now on break for about 3.5-ish hours. So I'm gonna work on lesson plans for the next 30 minutes before I go pick up my kid's friend. And then go drop the kids off at school. I'll probably work on some candles while the kids are getting ready for school so that I can check that off of my to-do list because kid gets on my computer in the morning. I have been working on editing the previous day's clips, so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so that it's so much easier to get this posted next Sunday. I'm gonna go ahead, call my partner, and work on my lesson plans until it's time to go get the kids.
Children at school?
Do what?
Children at school yet?
No, it's only 6:30. And are you sure you're just gonna stay until Monday?
I have no idea. Losing Dad's grave too.
Yeah, because you didn't go to Dad's grave, did you?
Morning. Can I get a toasted plain bagel with plain cream cheese, please? Thanks.
$8.95, please.
Sorry, also, I caught my bagel this morning, dropped the kids off, music's about to start, so I'm gonna have to get off soon, but I'm heading home. I finished my lesson plan this morning, so I'm gonna get to writing, and I'll, I guess, update when I do that. I didn't work on candles this morning, but it's fine.
Back here, I'm not really sure what I was saying in this for why it said September 9th. Number 2, the glitch theory. This isn't so much a theory because it actually is the completely and give us exact information. It would help all of us build a better timeline and help us understand just how quickly this book was greenlit. Books that had similar titles. I've heard of people who made updates to their official statement made by Amazon. Because it can't be a technical issue if it's a perfectly normal and offered function on Amazon's KDP platform. It can't be a glitch and a feature at the same time. So which of these theories is correct? I wish I could tell you, but who's publishing these books, where they're being published, how quickly they're being published, how long this process is actually taking for these books to be published. I don't have information to any of that, and I doubt Amazon.
Alright, so I only got a little bit of writing done, mostly because I'm trying to get some like light dev edits done, because for my chapter by chapter readers, chapter 5 through 9 will be released. I think my PA and I said that we were going to release it next Monday, but I might have her like skip a week, which gives anybody that wasn't able to like actively get into the feedback to be able to actually read our feedback or give me their feedback or something like that. But anyway, I digress. I found a line that I wrote that I completely forgot I wrote because it was the beginning of my story that I absolutely love, and it was, like the devil hadn't just sat on our porch wearing a badge and a smile. My camera battery is dying, so I'm leaving you there with that while I finish work and edit and read a little more.
For you, I'll have the Google Doc there. So yeah, put a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and
only watch on YouTube.
I talk to you by name, but I will say the chat is a little bit crazy. There's a few thousand people in there, but if you want to hang out with me, you want to down, they may not be the victim. But let's see what's going on.
My whole thing is, where exactly did all this occur?
No, wait. We were on a plane. She had to use the bathroom. And
Good morning, y'all. Happy Thursday. It is Thursday. It's currently 4 o'clock in the morning. I think I'm early for work today. I don't think I have work until 6 today. I restore my pages. Yeah, I don't have work until 6. So for the next 2-ish hours, I'm going to work on my to-do list, keep editing my video, which is just like all the clips of like that I've been filming. And then if I have time before my class, I'm going to write. I did write yesterday. I didn't hop back on my camera and say anything because I was just so exhausted by the end of the day. Yesterday, I ended up writing, not my whole number that I wanted to write, but I wrote an okay amount. I wrote 2,074 words yesterday, and that was mainly just editing. I edited chapter 2, 3, 4, and 7, 8, and 9 because on Monday, my chapter by chapter readers get chapters 5 through 9, so I can get their feedback. So my current word count so far, and I still have more to the story to add, is 56,016 words. I think I said it like one of my clips before. I want my total to be at least 70k, so I do still have a lot to add, about 20,000-ish words to go, which realistically I think is like a chapter or 2 and then I'm done, maybe. So here's hoping that I can actually meet that goal, because at this number of words, I'm just barely over a novella. The 5th lock was 62,000 words, and it was in a 6x9 book. It was about 192 pages, 194 pages, something like that, which I guess is like an okay amount to read. I just kind of want this story to be a little more in depth just because of the topic that I'm handling. I'm gonna get started and stop talking to you guys and get some of my work done before I actually go to work. The rest of the night on the phone with my partner. My ADHD meds were wearing off. Good morning, y'all. It's Friday. It's like 4 something on Friday morning. Yesterday apparently was a very short vlog. I didn't pick my camera up very much. I am off of work today unless I pick up some shifts. So if anything pops up, I'm going to try to pick up some shifts just because my hours are really, really short. I've worked like 10 hours this week. But I do have some things I want to get done today. I'm going to work on pouring some candles because my sister and I have that event on Sunday. So I'm going to work on getting candles poured, and while they're setting, I'm going to go write because I have nothing else to do. Because I've written only 2,000 words this week and it's already Friday. And Last week I wrote like 12,000 words, so I'm gonna take my meds a little later than I normally would. Normally I would take them at like now, but I think I'm either gonna take them when my kids get up to go to school, or I'm gonna take them when I get home from taking them to school. So I just want to see like how much later I could stay up. When I took them at 9 or 10 in the morning when I first got them, I was up until like 9 or 10 at night, so that would work for today. So I think I'm gonna wait a little bit before I take them. So yeah, that's the game plan for today. Work on some candles and do some writing.
The young girl stumbles backward at the threatening words. The boys beneath her creaking loudly. She holds her breath.
Okay, so besides just showing like B-roll-esque type footage of things I've been doing today, I think this is only the second time I've actually like picked up the camera to talk to you guys. And yes, I actually do take my hair down just to talk to you guys, because with my hair up, I just look awful. It is 4:30 on Friday. The only thing I've gotten done today is Kickstarter and social media post, which yay for getting that done, but I did no writing, I did no editing, I did nothing because I didn't take my meds today as a cruel social experiment to myself, and I ended up taking a nap for 3 hours, which I haven't taken a nap or been tired enough to take a nap since I started my meds almost a week ago. This is fun. This is fantastic. Like, let's, you know, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing this to myself again. I think I'm just gonna have to take my meds daily unless I have absolutely nothing to do, which with trying to write is not going to be a thing. What I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to set a focus timer and attempt to continue to write more of my book while just kind of listening to YouTube. I also need to edit my video, like the rest of the video clips, so I don't know if I'm going to do that or if I'm going to write. I'm going to do something. I have to be.
Okay, Mr. Essay, I say, prepare to be written. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Yeah. And some of these, and some of these. Almost there, and done. Now let's see how it looks so far.
I feel like shit today. And it's all because I didn't take my meds. So, moral of the story, take your damn meds.
Yeah. Company. Are you all done? No, you're just gonna sit here and hold my hand? Okay.
Ma'am. Ma'am, what are you doing under there? Evie. What? Okay. Okay, bye. Good morning, everybody. You're seeing me. Hair up, no makeup. Oh my god, why am I so zoomed in? What the heck? There we go. Alright, good morning. Happy Saturday. This is the last vlog of this week. It is 6 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. I'm gonna finish up some candle stuff and then hopefully get back to the computer and write. Yesterday, because I didn't take my meds, I felt like crap. So I'm gonna take my meds today and actually get some stuff done. So take my meds and go start my candle work, and I'll check in a little bit. Hey, so this is a really quick check-in. I'm at my kids' band competition, so we're not supposed to be filming. But yeah, this is probably gonna end it. I may or may not put like a small clip of my kids' band in here. I don't know if I can. I have to check with the school's director because they can't send out a thing about not filming or photographing other children from like the other schools. So I need to figure out like what the photo policy is, even if it's just for my personal self. But we're gonna be here for a while. So we're home. It's almost 9 o'clock. My kid is still at band comp. I have work at 2 o'clock in the morning, so I had to get going. So their other parent is going to pick them up when they get home in about 2 hours. So this poor kid, he's so exhausted. Him and his best friend are like, dude, we just want to go home. But we're like, nah, like this is your first field comp. You gotta stick it out. See what place you guys got. I'm really sad that we weren't there to see it, but like I said, I have work and I have to get to bed. I have to get up early. I've got a 2-hour drive tomorrow. So I do want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in to my first week author's vlog. I don't know if I'm going to do this every week. My life is pretty boring, so we'll see. I do want to say again, thank you so much for tuning in to the first week. I look forward to seeing you guys again. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and the notification bell. It'll go ding in your inbox every time I post. Give this video a great big thumbs up and send me some encouragement because y'all, like, this week sucked. This week was awful. Hoping for a better week next week. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.